Craig, no game last weekend, of course, for the New Saints. How did that work out, purely from a preparation and football point of view?
Yeah, we want to keep playing football games, of course we do. We're obviously in a good vein of form, 1-4, drawn 1, and we want to keep that momentum going, especially a home game as well. Played more away than we have at home, so we want to get another home game under our belts. But now it's give it opportunity to spend more time on the training pitch, but also give opportunity to give the lads a couple of days off at the weekend to go and spend some time with their family. Obviously, you remember they've been in since Europe. 3-4 months have already been in. It's almost half a season really already because of the preparation for Europe. So yeah, and this game's coming thick and fast. I think we'll have 8 games, 3 games in 8 days with Dundee, Flint and Newtown, and then the Welsh Cup the week after. So yeah, it's give you opportunity to have a bit of downtime and we can work on the training pitch and we can work hard on the training pitch as well.
And you mentioned the great run of form, the New Saints, of course, top of the table, but just behind us, Cardiff Met. Yeah. It's a second v first encounter this Saturday. Yeah,
they've done great. They've done brilliant. They've always been a very well organised, very youthful, fit, organised team. They've got some very good players as well. So yeah, it's been an opportunity for them to maybe go a little bit of a different direction. Obviously, Christian moving sideways and going to director of football to give the opportunity for Ryan to come in and stamp his opinion and his authority and his sort of way he wants to play on the game, and and they've obviously clearly results speak for themselves. They've done very, very well.
Yeah, the last 3 seasons we've won 1, drawn 2, and yet each of those seasons Cardiff Met didn't make the top 6, but they do seem to perform well against the New Saints at home. Why do you think results like that sometimes pan out in that way?
Yeah, it's hard to put your finger on it, isn't it? I think everyone's got a team that they dislike playing rather than anybody else. I think sometimes it's just it's a tough place to go, no doubt about it. The well organised, as I've said previously, the young, fit, enthusiastic lads who are got mixture of good experience, good players, good quality, as well as, like I said, they're always well drilled, they're always fit lads, and make it hard for anybody. I don't think anyone goes there to their place and steamroll as them over. So it's a great challenge for us, great opportunity to hopefully get 3 points on the board again and keep pushing on as best as we can.
And as we often ask, Craig, how are the preparations going ahead of the game?
Good, brilliant. Give it opportunity for a full week this week. The game being Saturday, so we've had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Lads had, have Thursday off and back in and finalise and match prep on a Friday. So now lads are working hard. Like you said, we've got a lot of football in their legs over this week, which is great. Always trying to improve everything we can, including physical element, fitness, etc. Everything we try to improve on, and we've had a little bit of a window this week with them having a couple of days off on Saturday, Sunday with the unfortunate circumstances. Then yeah, we've had opportunity to get 3 full days of work into them.
And as always with visits to South Wales, the team will be travelling the day before. How important is that? How positive is that in terms of preparation and being fresh on the morning of the game?
Yeah, it is. It's very important. Recovery is just as important as the work you do in the games you play and all the preparation. If not more important. It's a real edge with being a full-time team. You get the opportunity to recover, have a short session on Friday, recover. Travel down to Cardiff in overnight stay. The lads can put their feet up. They've got nothing to distract them. Young families, etc., etc. We all know that. We all know how young families are so unpredictable. You never know if you're going to get a full night's sleep the night before. So there's no excuses. I think that's the main thing. The key is that there's no excuses whatsoever. As soon as you take all excuses out of the way, then we're doing everything we physically and possibly can to get the result we want and need on Saturday.
And 2 recent signings, of course, 1 permanent, 1 on loan. Are we likely to see one or both of them featuring in the game this weekend?
Yeah, they've both been in the squad, so it's an opportunity for them to come in. Obviously, Adam's trained with her a little bit longer than what Dan has, but they both all trained this week. Great, add quality to the session, add variation, add. They've got different dimensions and different positives to what we already have. You know, I wouldn't have signed them in the first place. You either have to add quality or you add a little bit different to what you haven't got. So yeah, they'll both be in the squad and be involved on Saturday.
And have they caused you any managerial selection headaches in terms of who you go with the starting 11?
Yeah, I think, you know, it's up to every one of the players to do that. You know, that's their job, and their main job is to pick a team I think is going to be best for that game. Individual games, you know, sometimes it's different. You know, sometimes there's a tactical element to it. Sometimes you go with a gut feeling as a manager when you've been involved as a manager for 10, 12 years. Sometimes you just see something. Maybe it might be a little tweak for you think the opposition's weakness, that a certain player's got this quality that can go and exploit them as much as what we can. But yeah, you know, that's their job. Their job on a Monday to Friday is to make my job as tough as possible on a Saturday. And
finally, what is the availability?
Everyone's available. Everyone's available apart from the same situation. Obviously, Josh Pask is a long-term one. You know, I think Josh is 6 weeks into it now. So, you know, hopefully for him, you know, it's a real struggle. It's a mental struggle more than anything. You know, me knowing previously what it's like to have a long-term injury. So Josh is getting on with it. His spirits are still good. He's get his head down and, you know, spend a lot of time with Phil. And Danny Davis is coming right to the end. He was out on the pitch today, which is great. So that's a lot less time than what we previously thought. So, you know, if Danny might just be, Saturday might just come 3 or 4 days too early, you know, but he'll definitely be back in training next week, and I'd imagine he'll be back available for Friday against Dundee.